Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Coming to you from the K-SLU studios at St. Louis University, this is BT Sports. I'm Bobby Stillwell.
And I'm Tim Shagru,
And,
as always.
and we have a lot of stories, but first, a tragedy broke just yesterday, actually, Timmy.
Yeah.
NASCAR broadcaster Steve Burns, who had been battling cancer for, I think, the last month or so,
Yeah.
he has died. And I'm just...
At the young age of 56.
I know,
too.
that's a tragedy. And he was awesome. He's one of the best broadcasters they had. He was one of the best broadcasters they had. And, you know, I think it'd be appropriate to do a moment of silence just like we did for Tavares. Am I right?
I absolutely agree.
Okay, thank you. Again, yeah, and actually I just got done doing relay, so that kind of, really hits a nerve,
For those, what Bobby's talking about there.
Relay for Life.
Which
at
is...
the fundraiser for the American Cancer Society. And it kind of, like I said, it kind of hits a nerve,
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So yeah, it's definitely a sad thing.
Yeah, and it said, I mean, there's an article here that we have from USA Today, and the race was just on Sunday, just 2 days after the race at Bristol. It says, though he was unable to attend the race, Burns watched on TV and tweeted a response to a fan who asked if he made it through the entire rain delay event. And in response, on Sunday, Burns replied, I went the distance.
Jinx.
Yeah. Which is a very fitting,
And actually, Gateway Motorsports Park, the racetrack over there in Madison, on their Twitter account, they said, let's get his last tweet trending. So, hashtag I went the distance is the new hashtag on Twitter right now.
Yeah.
No, like I said, Burns, it's sad, and definitely our condolences are with his family and with the whole NASCAR family. Am I right, Timmy?
Oh, for sure.
Both of us here at BT Sports, our condolences are with them.
Yeah, it really is a tragedy.
Oh, well, on that bombshell, now for something completely different.
Try to do our best to segue into something that's.
I know you really can't segue from something like that though, but I mean, a moment of silence like that, a thing like that, you have to start with a moment of silence.
Yeah.
So
yeah, for sure.
I had the privilege of going to one of the two doubleheader softball games over the weekend here at SLU out at the sports complex
on Saturday.
Yeah, it was Saturday. Yes,
yeah.
Saturday. And I was watching. They played LaSalle. The Billikens played LaSalle, and they really did good. They won the first game pretty good. The second game, it was getting a little hairy there at the end.
Yeah,
it definitely was getting a little hairy there, and they did bring a reliever in after a while. But it was really cool. It was a really cool game to watch. It was fun, and I had a couple taunts for the umpires.
As always, Bob Dog.
Yeah, but no. And I know you're listening out there, Mom. No, I did not do too much.
Enough, but still respectful.
That's the thing. You just got to razz them a little bit if they make a bad call or something like that.
Yeah, no, let them know they're not doing a good job.
Yeah,
respectfully.
Let them know they got a seat on the bus.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you're listening out there, Coach Carey, I'm not baiting the umpires, okay?
Is that from CM?
Yeah, my basketball coach. He's the one that talked about baiting the refs that one time whenever I did that shout out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's funny. I can't do it now. No, yeah. So here I'm gonna read. The Billikens improved to 27-15 overall and 11-5 in the A10. Game 2, St. Louis scored its only runs in the first inning. Alex Nickel led off with a double, and Friedman slammed her 9th home run, tying her own single-season record set in 2014. Actually, I think tonight Friedman beat that record.
She got another one?
I think she hit another one tonight, and she beat the record.
Wow. Well, yeah, because that game's going on right now.
Yeah. Actually, no, it got over. I'll check. I'll check in a second.
Yeah. And after that game against LaSalle, the Billikens moved into second place in the A10. And so softball definitely had a big weekend. And then the Billiken baseball team had a doubleheader as well. They defeated Massachusetts 1-0 and 13-7 in 2 games of a doubleheader to complete a series sweep against Massachusetts.
Yeah, and I wasn't there. I was hearing the activity though, because the baseball diamond and the softball diamond are pretty much straight across from each other over there at the complex. You could hear, up to bat now, blah, 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 from the baseball diamond, and you could hear, you heard the other stuff going too.
Yeah, and the Billikens baseball team's also doing. They've improved to 27-12.
Wow.
And they've won they've won their last 6 games and 9 of their last 11.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so they're really coming along too. There's no better time than the end of the year
then now to be a Billiken and be able to go to these games for free.
Yeah, oh for sure.
And enjoy them. It was really, like I said, it was really cool watching that softball game, and of course, we all have our favorite player.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And
you know what? I know we're kind of talking. I'm gonna skip ahead actually and talk about something else here real quick, Timmy. We always got our prep plan, but no. Yes. Actually, my favorite player right now, Allie McFarland. She plays second for the Billikens, and she set an RBI record.
A St. Louis University record.
Yes, a record, and that was actually Sunday. She set that record.
Yeah,
that was Sunday. She set that record, and for that, I think this week Allie McFarland gets
fireball.
Yep, Allie McFarland gets fireball of the week for that RBI record there,
and well deserved, very well deserved.
She definitely deserved it.
She's only a freshman.
Yes,
she set the RBI record.
And she set an RBI record. Think about that.
I mean, that on Sunday, she set the record with 42 RBIs, but the season's not over yet either.
I know, and I think she didn't get any tonight as far as I can see.
Yeah.
Of course, the updated stats still show 42, so we don't have today's game accrued yet.
Yeah. Yeah. So and so whether it's she continues to set that record this year, or throughout the rest of her years as a Billiken. She has a long time to increase that 42 RBIs as a freshman without the season even being over.
That's just amazing. It's awesome.
Yeah. Here it says 30 of her RBIs have come with 2 outs. So she can come in the clutch as well.
Yeah.
When she's the last one up at bat before the inning's over, she's railed in 30 of them.
She has been the clutch. And like I said, she had some pretty cool plays when I saw her the other day. She really she had one, I think it was a diving catch or something like that. It was a pretty interesting play to see, but she definitely played hard.
Really?
Her and the rest of the team played hard when I saw them Saturday.
Yeah.
It was really cool. To me, that's something we're gonna have to do before next week's show is maybe
go to a game.
Go to a game or something like that.
Yeah, just sit down at the softball field.
Yeah, and just watch softball or even baseball.
Yeah, we'll have to check to see if they have any home games coming up.
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
I don't know. And who knows? Next year we already know we're doing the show again.
Yeah.
So, we can go to games, it's like soccer and whatnot, and actually, do a BT Sports outing or something like that.
Yeah.
We can definitely do that and make that happen.
No, I'm all for it.
And, we'll both know our schedules by then, so we know, hey, we might be able to go this night or something like that,
Yeah.
Of course, that's all to be planned later.
Yeah, we've got a lot of, we got to start making a list of all the BT activities to do.
Yeah, we got to do. Back to Saturday's sports now. Yeah. Well, the Blues are in the news right now because they've lost the last 2 games.
Well, they.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best.
8:30 tonight.
Yes, 8:30 is the game tonight.
Okay. But yeah, they're not doing.
No,
they're doing too hot.
They aren't doing too hot. But on Saturday, they actually whipped the Wild 4-1. The thing is, though, they were at home, weren't they?
Yeah. And they lost the game at home too, though.
They did lose one at home, yeah.
So if they can get this 4th win on the road and tie the series 2-2, it'd be nice.
Yeah, and we were going to end up having 2 games. I think we had the next 2 games here at home.
Yeah,
I think we do. I'm not sure 100%.
I know we have the next one.
Yeah, next one for sure.
Might go back to Minnesota after that.
Update on the Cards right now: tied 5-5, bottom of the 7th with 1 out.
All right, so that might be ending well before the show's over.
It will. It probably will.
But
breaking news, Timmy.
Yeah.
NFL announces that Cowboys defensive end Greg Hardy is suspended for the first 10 games of the 2015 season.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It just broke.
Wow.
So we'll have more information about that next week, I guess.
Yeah,
because we'll have to research into that. Let's look at the Blues schedule real quick here while I can get it up here.
Yeah.
Let's see. Upcoming. Okay, it will be it's here we go. Tonight's game is there. Then today's the 22nd. Yeah. So
Yeah.
then Friday will be here in St. Louis,
And then back there.
and then back, and then it alternates now.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because they have home ice advantage for this round of the playoffs.
The Blues do.
Yeah, the Blues
Yeah.
have home ice advantage.
Yeah, but on Saturday, what we were talking about, the only win the Blues have gotten so far was led by Tarasenko
Yeah, with the hat trick.
with a hat trick. Yeah.
Yep. The Blues even said on their Instagram page, "This guy just cost you your favorite hat."
Yeah. They had so the final score was 4-1, and Tarasenko had 3 of those goals.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he was awarded
He better
well
have gotten.
deserved. Yeah, the Blues.
He got the first star of the
game.
Oh yeah, he better have gotten the first star. So he got. I wonder if he interviewed with Painter or with Bernie
Yeah.
Fedorko. Because on Fox Sports we got 2 guys. You got Darren Payne and you got Bernie Fedorko. And so everybody around here in St. Louis calls him Painter, and then the Hall of Famer Bernie Fedorko. So I don't know. Either one of those guys will be on the ice and doing it, and then you get John Kelly up in the booth
Yeah.
calling him, and it's a hoot. It's a hoot watching them on TV and listening to him on the radio. It's a hoot.
Really?
Because one of the famous sayings that you'll hear, because it was Dan Kelly and his son now does it for the Blues. He shoots, he scores! I can't scream like he can because it'll be too loud for you on the
Yeah.
radio. But it's a
Please
famous
don't.
saying around here at St. Louis. It's a famous saying in St. Louis.
Yeah, and then who else played on
And Saturday we had a Cardinal
the
game.
Cardinals, right?
Yeah, we had a Cardinal game on Saturday.
Yeah, they went up against the Reds.
Reds, and they actually got Homer. They actually beat Homer Bailey, and actually there was a funny picture. Fox Sports did a funny graphic called Homer's Odyssey, and it showed 4 of the guys that have had really good careers against Homer Bailey.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can actually try to
Yeah,
find
try
it
to
right
pull
now.
that up.
Yeah.
But
What else is there?
that's all that happened Saturday. Saturday was a big sport. Big
It was a
day
great.
for
It was a
St.
great
Louis
day for St.
sports.
Louis. Every team that played won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, the Cardinals continued the recent dominance of the Reds on Saturday, this time spoiling Homer Bailey's season debut with a steady offensive attack that lifted them to a 5-2 win in front of a sellout Busch Stadium crowd. So they were at home. You've got to admit, that always helps when they're
Yeah.
home.
Oh, especially if it's at a place like Busch Stadium.
Oh, man. You've been to Busch, haven't you, Timmy?
Yeah.
So now you can understand why it's one of the best ballparks in the game.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's a wonderful place to see a game.
It's beautiful. Now, obviously, yeah, the nosebleeds aren't the best place to sit to see a game, but other than that, there's probably not a bad seat in the house.
Yeah. No. I mean, I haven't sat on all the game and all the seats, but
And actually, I've had a really unique opportunity. I had a really unique opportunity to sit in the seats that are right above the all-inclusive, which
Really?
are really nice views. Oh my gosh,
that'd be cool.
I'll have to show you some of the pics I took that one time.
Yeah.
One time I sat there. No, it's definitely a really cool experience to be at Busch. Like I said, Scott Trade, not a bad seat in the house at Scott Trade either.
Yeah. No, I've seen a game there too. That's pretty cool. Never been to Edward Jones, but
And he may never get to go to Edward Jones if
Yeah.
if they move out after this season.
yeah, I
Yeah,
don't plan on it.
yeah. I'm still trying to pull that up real quick. But Adrian Peterson, let's go about Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, moving on. So, Adrian Peterson, running back for the Vikings, got reinstated into the NFL. Now it's just a matter of where he'll play, if he'll play. I don't know. We've talked about it a little bit, especially when we were talking about the all the offseason happenings going on in the NFL. That Adrian Peterson, all-pro running back for the Vikings, was indicted last September on a felony charge for beating his child with a wooden switch. And so that caused all this controversy with Adrian Peterson in the Vikings, Adrian Peterson in the NFL, Adrian Peterson in the law. But so he's back. He got reinstated into the NFL. But now it's really just a question if he'll stay in the Vikings or if he'll go. A lot of people think Jerry Jones in Dallas loves him. I don't know. He might go there. He could stay. The Chargers, I think, are looking at him. The Buccaneers. So there's a lot of possibilities for him. But as of right now, all that is set in stone is he is allowed to play in the 2015-2016 season.
Yeah, let's see. So he got indicted for beating his kid with a switch.
Yeah.
Did they end up dropping the charges or something?
I think so. They must have, yeah.
And that's one of those issues, I mean, our parents probably got beat with switches all the time.
Yeah.
Like my dad always told me stories of whenever he'd be up at my great grandma's house and they'd start misbehaving, she'd go cut me a switch.
Yeah. But now you can't do that anymore.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I think here it says it just got reduced to a misdemeanor, which I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about a misdemeanor on that one, but it doesn't matter.
So yeah, well, I'm guessing we might get a certain someone calling in about that.
Yeah, maybe.
And then here the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles announced just the other day. I kid you not. We were actually going through, the prep sheet, and I think we had just gotten done doing the prep sheet, and then I get a notification on my phone that Tebow is back in the league. No, actually, no. I checked Twitter and found that Tebow was back in the league.
Yeah.
And I was sitting here going, okay, Tim Tebow, NFL. Sure enough,
This comes up.
We get the story that we're about to discuss right now.
Yeah, a 1 year deal between Tim Tebow and the Eagles, and the Eagles also
They just signed Sam Bradford.
Sam Bradford. There's talk of them trading Bradford to get maybe Marcus Mariota, who would fit in perfectly with Chip Kelly's offense. They got DeMarco Murray over the offseason. So there's quite a few happenings with the Eagles this offseason. And besides Sam Bradford, now they've got Bradford, Mark Sanchez, who's had some NFL starts. He's had maybe not a good career, but he's had a career in the NFL. Matt Barkley was a star at Southern Cal, and now they've got Tim Tebow. So they've got four quarterbacks that have made NFL starts. It'll be interesting to see. I can't imagine they keep all of them. But I don't know what's up Chip Kelly's sleeve. But there's got to be some trade value within there.
Yeah, definitely. I really think it's going to probably be a trade thing. I think they're going to get him and trade him.
At least for one of them, I'd be surprised if they didn't.
Yeah, and I mean, I could see Tebow back in the league. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, I'm a big Tebow fan.
I am too. I mean, obviously, I'm a Tebow fan because I'm sitting here Tebowing right now. Kid you not, a kid did that. I was actually doing the football page for the yearbook. Kid did that. We couldn't say Tebowing.
Really?
We couldn't say it.
That's funny.
Oh, well. It doesn't matter. I mean, obviously, we all knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
Anybody who reads the yearbook, though, or wasn't at that game, wouldn't know it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny how that became a phrase.
Yeah, it did. What else we got right now, Timmy?
Well,
we got Peterson. Oh, Nike signs...
yeah. Speaking of Mariota,
yeah,
Nike went ahead and signed some of the biggest, Nike, the prominent athletic company in the States. They signed Jameis Winston, Marcus Mariota, Melvin Gordon out of Wisconsin, Amari Cooper, Todd Gurley out of Georgia. So, I mean, no matter who the number one pick is, I think Nike's got him on a. They've assured that they'll have they'll have a contract with the number one pick and probably five of the top 10 maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And I mean Mariota coming out of Oregon, I don't think that was any surprise that he was gonna be sponsored by Nike, considering Nike just about runs Oregon's football program with Phil Knight. But it's just kind of a tidbit of sports going on. Nike trying to take over the 2015 NFL draft class, and I know I've just mentioned some tidbit sports, and I just mentioned some football sports. I got a little bit of tidbit football sports coming at your way. The 4G flag football team got had their fourth game yesterday. You want to know what the outcome was, Bobby?
Yeah, I want to know. I want to keep up with what's going on with my 4G team.
It was a forfeit loss. We ended the season at a 1-3.
Wait, you guys didn't have enough people playing?
No, we have never played a game. The first game we showed up, the team we played against didn't show, and then for the next 3 games, we never had enough players to make a team, and so canned it. 1-3, 1 win, 3 losses. It's a heck of a season, and if anybody out there is listening, It was quite the ride. I wouldn't have liked to share it with anybody else but you boys.
Yeah, I'm sure some of the 4G football guys are listening.
I'm tearing up over here. It was one of the most memorable experiences of my SLU career.
Oh, Timmy, if that's one of the most memorable moments of your SLU career, you really need to start doing some more stuff around here.
Yeah. Well, Bobby. Yeah, it wasn't really.
Yeah. Hey,
But-
Timmy, you could join SLU TV if you're really looking for something to do.
Oh, I don't know if I can. I can't.
I'm kidding,
I
obviously.
couldn't
Timmy.
broadcast.
You're doing it right now.
Well, no one can see my face. Can't see
True.
how red it is.
True. Yeah. Nobody can see how bad I look right now.
My mom always said I had a face for radio, but
I'm sorry, Timmy. I shouldn't be laughing at that. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just kidding.
Oh man.
I'm
Here's
beautiful.
yeah. 5 Royals were ejected
Oh yeah.
between an Oakland Kansas City game. 5
Yeah.
Kansas City Royals were ejected.
It's like half the people out there.
Exactly. Let's see. The benches emptied for the 3rd straight day after reliever Kevin Herrera threw a 100-mile fastball shoulder high behind Brett Laurie of Oakland. Herrera was ejected and pointed at his head as he left the field. Royals bench coach Don Wakamatsu and injured Royals shortstop Escobar were also banished by the plate umpire. Athletics closer and Herrera claimed his head pointing motion was done to say "think about it." Let's see. Royals manager Ned Yost was ejected in the first inning after Royals outfielder Lorenzo Cain was hit by a pitch from Scott Kazmir. Both teams were issued a warning. Yost came out to argue and was immediately ejected, and pitching coach Dave Ellen was also tossed at that moment. Oh my gosh! And the Royals still won the game.
It's quite the high tensions, to say the least.
Yeah, and I'm sitting here going, "Sheesh! I've never seen that many ejections in a single game."
No.
I mean, you might see Yachty get tossed like when he did it a few years ago when he tossed his helmet.
But 5?
But 5 people. 5. That's like something you get in a minor league game or something like that if
Yeah.
it really got bad. Sheesh, that pretty soon, if you get any more ejected, you're looking at a forfeit.
Probably. I mean, how many? What? There's a lot.
It's usually a 25-man roster.
25-man roster, and so 5 people. That's like the whole infield.
Yeah, well, it was all coach. Most of it was coaches though.
Yeah.
Only 3 players.
yeah.
Only 3 players ended up getting tossed.
Yeah.
But I'm just sitting here going, sheesh, I've never seen it many people tossed in a single game. Maybe 2. Maybe, maybe 3. I've only seen 2 people toss simultaneously, and that's usually, like somebody in the Cardinals does something, gets tossed. Matheny goes out to argue, he gets tossed.
Yeah.
And then, the bench coach ends up taking over. And that's what the bench coach is for him. She's the assistant manager. He ends up becoming the acting manager if Matheny gets tossed. It's one of those things. It's one of those things, And
Yeah.
the good thing about Matheny, he doesn't get ejected. La Russa, as much as I like La Russa, and I think he should be in the Hall of Fame,
He was a hothead.
he was a lawyer in his spare time, so he loved to argue. He loved to curse at the umpires. He loved to get up in their face. He loved to argue,
Yeah.
which is why he got ejected so much. Matheny in his managerial career has only been ejected 3 or 4 times.
in the whole time, and
In his whole managerial career, which is, I know, only about 2 years, but still.
3 or 4 times was about how many times?
His first ejection was a minor league game.
Really?
Not a minor league, spring training game once, because he
Oh,
argued
really?
something. And I'm just sitting there laughing.
Matheny.
Yeah, Matheny. And then one of the best ejections ever was Cardinals got robbed of a triple play a couple years ago. I don't know if you heard about that or not.
I'm sure I did.
Anyway, the umpire made a signal that looked like an out, and then he ended up calling it back, saying no, it was not a signal for an out. And Matheny's going, well, "What does this mean? Huh? What does this mean?" And they end up getting ejected.
Really? Mm-hmm. Just
It's not like he argued with the umpire. Matheny doesn't curse. Matheny's a Christian, so he does not curse at all the umpires whenever he argues.
Yeah.
He just may get up in their face and say, and get too rowdy and get tossed. But he doesn't use any of the magic words at all.
The magic words.
Believe me, there's such a thing as a magic word. If you want to get ejected, if you want to get teed up or ejected, there's a magic word there's a list of magic words you can use to do it.
That are just then immediately
teed, yep.
you outie.
And believe me, I came close to using a few of those when I was on the bench. When I was on the bench manager my sophomore year.
It's getting.
Did
Did you get heated?
Oh yeah, I got pretty dang heated, which is why I was glad I never was on the bench for football, because down there I would have been mimicking. I probably would have been echoing a coach,
Yeah.
because we had a couple of coaches on our football team that were loudmouths,
That
and
said
they
some things.
love magic words. Yeah, I always was thinking, oh great, what did you say this time?
Yeah.
About a couple of the coaches that I knew in particular were really good about saying things like that to get us stupid penalties
Yeah.
and cost us games usually.
Oh dang.
I'm not gonna mention the coaches by name, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't think they probably wouldn't like that too much.
No, they wouldn't. They wouldn't. I mean, hey, I'm free to criticize. It's freedom
yeah,
of
for
speech,
sure.
First Amendment. No, they can hate me for it all they
They
want.
hate you, but they can't do anything.
No, yeah, they can't come in and say, no, you can't do that. That's libel. Oh well. Let's move on. Yo,
Yeah, we got a
Timmy.
few.
Timmy, it's actually 8:30 right now. Did you know that?
Wow, that really flew by.
It did, and we still have so much to talk about.
Yeah, so we will.
We're gonna go ahead and actually open it up for Collins right now. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah,
It's
I
a
mean,
good
we
time
still
to do
got a
it.
lot of stuff to talk in case it's dead. But
Yeah, in case it's dead. Well, I mean, during a moment of silence, I actually disconnected the phone.
yeah. So we didn't get. Well, we got one.
We
but
did
so
end up
we
getting
didn't-
a couple of them, but eventually I just had to disconnect the phone. I mean, you don't want the phone ringing during a moment of silence.
No.
And
No,
any of
really
our
isn't.
any of our listeners would probably agree.
Yeah.
If
I
it's a
don't-
moment of silence, it should be true silence.
Yeah. No, I don't know why anyone would call in during. I mean, I think if they knew we were doing a moment of silence, I don't think they would try to call in during
that's why
that,
I had to pull the plug on the phone, just because
just in case.
just in case. Yeah, and it was nothing against you listeners. It was just we've had people call in right when we start in the past before we open it up.
Yeah.
So I
just to avoid that.
just to avoid that sort of thing, I wanted to pull the phone, and it's plugged back in now. So if you call in now, if you already have the number, it'll ring.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up. The number for those of you who do not have it is 314-977-1581. The number again is 314-977-1581.
And cue call in now.
In a perfect world. Yeah. Oh, somebody's going to call in. I know it. We're going to get started in the next story, and then the phone's going to ring. Good one for you.
Oh well, there we go.
Oh,
Perfect timing.
Let's see if they're gonna do the hand it off to the other person gag again this
It
week.
happens all the time. You want it?
You take it.
All right, I got it. Hey yo, this is Tim Screw on BT Sports. How you doing? All right.
Okay, we
That
couldn't understand a single
happens
thing, but that happens every now and then.
Quite often.
Yeah, we couldn't understand it. So maybe try so the person who just called in, maybe try cycling airplane mode, leaving it on for about 5 seconds, and then recycling it. It'll try to find the better cell tower for you to get a better signal in.
Huh.
It's a little trick I've learned with iPhones. You take
News
it.
for me. All right. This is Timmy on BT Sports. How can I help you?
Hey there, Timmy.
How are you?
And Bob Dog.
Hey, Bob Dog says
Long-time
hi.
Listener,
Yeah.
Long-time listener, second-time caller.
All right.
Just wanted to tell you boys how much I love you.
Oh man.
Love listening to the show. Highlight of my week every week. And Timmy, I got a couple questions for you.
All right.
So first off, I'm curious as to when your last final is.
Seems like a random question. My last final is Monday. It's the
Oh.
11th.
Oh, bummer.
Same boat as me, Timmy.
Me and Bob Dog, we'll be chilling here over the weekend.
All right, Bobby, question for you now. Hypothetical question. If you could leave school a weekend early, get your final moved back a weekend early so you can go and have some extra vacation days, would you do it?
Bobby, why don't you read off of that meme right there?
Nah. Timmy, for those of you who don't know out there, Timmy's referring to a something that's on my computer right now, a text message I'm sending. You gotta love having an iPhone. No, Dan, back to you. No, I wouldn't do it, honestly, to tell you the truth, because here's why. It kind of is nice because right now my schedule is I only have one final each day to study for.
Okay.
So
That is convenient.
I wouldn't want to move it. No, not at all.
Well, I guess in your situation, that's understandable, Bobby. But I think most people wouldn't.
Most people would want to be out that Friday, and I can see why. But like I said, it's kind of nice right now. I have a final Wednesday, a final Thursday, final Friday, final Monday. It's one final each day to study for.
Nice. Hey, Bobby, I saw you you changed your profile pic to behind the KNU. What was that one weather desk or whatever?
Yeah, at our CBS affiliate in St. Louis, KMOV. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. Congratulations on that and everything.
Yeah, it was just a visit. I mean, it's not like I'm actually working for KMOV now.
Not yet, right?
Yeah, not yet. Maybe someday.
Yeah, man. Well, it'd be an honor to say, I was one of your first listeners on BT Sports of Bobby's weather anchor. Bobby Stillwell.
Yeah. Oh, and just wait. Just wait. You're gonna love what we have for the grand finale next week.
Oh yeah.
What's on for next week?
Oh, we can't tell you right now. It's a surprise what we have planned.
Oh man, how about some hints?
I don't think we can give you any hints either.
Timmy, what letter does it start with?
D.
B. Oh man.
It rhymes with pan.
Pan, and it starts with a B.
D as in Dan.
Oh.
Dan, you're not gonna guess it.
All right. Just have to wait till next week for BT Sports.
You have to listen in. Long time listener.
Yeah.
Maybe a third time calling.
So, what do you guys got planned for the rest of the night?
just talk about a lot more sports.
Talking about some more sports? Cool. I'm in. What can we talk about? What do you guys think about the Cavs? Cavs is my boys. You guys think they're gonna run the table?
Well, they're up 2-0 on the Celtics, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
So who knows? I don't think they'll beat the Warriors. Maybe we'll get a call in on the Warriors later, but I don't know. If the Warriors don't win, the Cavs might be right there in second most likely chance.
Bob Dog, who's your pick for the finals?
Oh, I don't really follow the NBA that much, Dan. I'm more concerned about following NASCAR and Cardinal baseball.
NASCAR. Okay, who's your pick to win the championship cup for NASCAR?
Oh, my boy Jimmy Johnson is the pick. Actually, we're gonna talk about that next. Let's talk about that next, Timmy. Why don't we?
All right,
Yes.
let's do NASCAR. That's cool.
Okay, yeah. Hey Dan, I'll tell you what. I hate to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to let you off because the phone. We need to keep the phone line open. Okay.
Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. Well, just wanted to say that I love listening to you guys always. Keep up the great work. Be listening next week, and I'll probably be streaming your guys' shows on YouTube. All summer, catching up on what I missed.
All right, definitely. Just let me know and I'll get you the links for those.
Awesome, guys. Keep up the great work.
Okay, thank you, Dan.
All right, see ya.
Thanks, Dan. All right.
Okay, we actually had a decent caller for once.
What a class act guy.
Yes. Okay, yeah, actually, let's go to the NASCAR right now. Right now as it stands, okay, the Food City 500, and actually, before we even get to that, we have to go back to race day preview. The race day preview. It's kind of the pre-race show.
Yeah. Well.
Nope, I'll go ahead and take it, Timmy.
Yeah, you got it. Ready, go.
BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Hey, Bobby, can I talk to Timmy quick?
Are you playing this game again with us?
What?
Are you playing the game again with us where I answer and you
No.
hand it off to Timmy?
No, I actually have a question for Timmy.
Okay.
All right, this is Timmy. How can I help you?
Hey, Timmy, it's Braden.
All right, Braden.
So I noticed that you guys have been talking a lot about Minnesota in the radio, and that's cool because imitation is the finest form of flattery.
I don't think we talked about Minnesota this. Maybe.
You talked about the Wild being up on the Blues, who you forgot to mention Minnesota Wild, and the Minnesota Vikings with the top running back in the league.
Yeah, we did talk about Minnesota.
So I'm wondering what you think next. I've just been looking at some projections right now, and next year for the MIT, the basketball tournament that Dayton frequents.
The NIT?
The MIT.
The postseason
Can
one?
you hear me? Hello?
Hello?
You hear what I said? The MIT tournament?
Are you talking
NIT?
about the postseason?
The the MIT.
All right, continue.
So who do you think's got a better chance to win it, Dayton or the Gophers? VU.
Is it at the end of the season, that tournament?
Yeah.
The National Invitational Tournament?
No, the MIT, the one for the people that aren't good enough to get in. I think Dayton's been in it for the last few years.
All right. Well, my expertise is going to say that Dayton will not be in that because they'll probably be in the NCAA tournament. And I can't speak much for the Gophers, but I'd be surprised if they even made that. Maybe we'll see. Maybe they could hop in, but I'm not sure. They have a strong recruiting class. I mean, Tyus Jones, he could have gone to Minnesota, and he decided.
I know he could have, but now he's going to the NBA.
He was ditching out.
I haven't seen many guys from Dayton make it to the NBA lately, but
well,
I mean, who's counting?
I mean, there's a few, but I mean, the guys from Dayton typically stay in Dayton and don't try to ditch out of the state to go to a real school like Duke.
Yeah, they just stay in and are miserable.
Well, they made it to the NCAA tournament. Made it to this Elite Eight last year. So, but yeah.
Dreamo.
But well, thank you for the call in, sir.
No, but I had a question actually, regarding Adrian Peterson.
Adrian Peterson, I've heard of him.
Yes, most people have. My question for you is, do you think that he would look good in Browns orange?
Maybe SLU blue.
The SLU doesn't have a football team. I feel like you're lacking athletic information right now.
If they would look good in a Browns if he would look good in a Browns uniform.
Yeah, you know those new uniforms that they unveiled?
They're like the exact same.
They kind of look like brown mustard.
Well, maybe Dan will call in and talk about that because I don't think the Browns have any hope unless Johnny Football can.
Yeah, I know Dan likes dark mustard. All right, well, I'll let you guys go. Timmy's expertise as usual. Thank you. I think you should really listen to what Bobby said. Maybe SLU TV's got a calling for you.
We'll see.
All right.
Thank you for the call.
Live fast, die young.
Adios.
Praise Allah.
I love that joke. He managed to sneak it right before I hit the hang up button. No, funny picture. A friend of mine just just found a picture on Twitter and tweeted at me. It's from the Childhood Ruiner account. It says, when ball is light, but you have a paper due the next day, and some guy's at a basketball game typing a paper on his computer. Okay, yeah. I'm just sitting here laughing.
You want to take this one?
Yeah, I'll take it. BT Sports, you got Bobby.
Oh, hey.
Okay, I think I know who this is.
Actually, I have a question about soccer.
Okay, do you?
I do, actually. I wanted to know what your opinion was on Barcelona right now.
Yeah, I do. Barcelona, let's see. I really am not following soccer. Again, like I said earlier, I'm focused on NASCAR and Cardinals at the moment, and with some Blues in there, too. Yeah.
I would have thought that, since SLU is a soccer school, kind of, that you would have started following it.
No, you can't take the Midwestern, you can't take the Southern Illinois out of me.
Well, yeah, I know. I live with you. So, actually, what do you think of Neymar being in Barcelona? Oh, wait, you don't know. That's right.
Yeah, wake up and smell the coffee.
Hey, you know what? I'm a coffee drinker and I'm proud. Leave me alone. But yeah, you should catch up on soccer because you're really missing out. The World Cup last year was great. Okay.
I remember watching parts of it.
I know. I was devastated Brazil lost. Not gonna lie.
Tough one.
Proud to be an American.
Yeah, when USA lost, I kind of stopped watching it.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for calling in.
All right. Yeah, no problem, older brother. Don't cram for finals too much. I'll see you when you get home next month.
Okay. Bye. Okay. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this phone system because we got a call. When we get call wait, I'm still trying to figure out the system. How to do it. I think I might understand now how to make it happen. I'll tell you what, Timmy, you take this one. I'll try to figure it out.
Okay. Hello, this is Tim Shagoo over at BT Sports at KSLU. How can I help you?
Hello. I'd like to talk about the Grizzlies basketball. Is that in your expertise, Timmy Scrub?
Yeah, we can talk. What do you know about him?
You know what? To be honest, you don't sound like you're qualified. Can I speak to Bobby?
Wow. Real quick, what are they in the NBA playoffs?
No, I don't feel comfortable talking to you.
Are they in
I don't
the?
feel comfortable
well,
talking to you.
I was just
no,
wondering
no,
if they.
I want to. No, You know what? You haven't finished your paper yet, Philosophy, and I want to talk to Bobby.
Grizzlies. Let's see. I'm not the NBA expert on this. Timmy is definitely the NBA expert between both of us.
No, okay. Bobby, are you on the phone, Bobby?
Yes, I am on the phone.
Okay. I want to know about the Grizzlies. I'm actually from Memphis. My name's Mitch. And I'm very interested in your projections on, do you think they're going to make the championship? Or, like, they'll make it to the championship? I know they're in the finals right now. They're doing pretty well.
Like I said, Mitch. Like I said, I'm not the NBA expert here. Timmy's definitely the NBA expert. He follows it more than I do.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Timmy is the NBA expert. He follows it more than I do.
Okay. Well, in that case, do you really think they'll bury Marcus All? I'm sorry. Somebody on. Mom, go away. I'm sorry. That's my mom. I'm sorry. To be honest, I really don't think Timmy knows what he's talking about either. But I have to go. I'm sorry. You guys are great. Love listening in.
Thanks for the call.
Actually, my mother would like to know: do you think that they'll bury Marc Gasol with Elvis? Personal opinion.
I do not. I do not think that at all. But thank you for the call in. We're gonna have to let you go.
Okay. Thank you very much. Bye.
All right. Still trying to figure it out, but I think we got it down now how to use the call waiting on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Timmy, I'll go ahead and take this one then.
All right. We got another call in coming.
BT Sports, you got Bobby. Hello?
Hello? Oh, dude.
Hello?
Hello?
Okay, are you listening to your phone or the radio?
Oh, listen to the radio. Oh. I'd like to talk about our football team.
We don't have a football team at SLU.
I heard we're undefeated.
Yeah, we're undefeated because we don't have a team.
Yes, you did. We're the Billiken football team.
Okay, you know what? Let me see. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah. I think I know who you are because I can see you outside the K-SLU studios right now.
I don't
who
know
you
what
are
you're
calling
talking
in.
about.
I know what you're talking about. Your friend knows what I'm talking about. And you'll hear that 7 seconds later.
I'm just wondering how our SLU football's doing. That's all I'm calling to say. Isn't this a radio show?
It's a radio show, yes, but SLU does not have a football team.
Whoa.
Yeah, SLU does not have a football team.
This is throwing me off. Oh, okay. Well, that stinks.
Yeah, we
Must
don't.
be another St. Louis University.
Yeah, maybe talk to Chris May about getting a football team back and see how far that gets you. Okay, we have a hang up.
Well, thank you for the call in.
Yep. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and we know who called in, too, because, like I said, we can see that person outside the studios.
I think I got a decent idea on it.
Yeah, Timmy, you go ahead and take this one.
Alrighty. This is Tim Shigura at BT Sports. How can I help you?
Hey, Timmy. It's Dan again. Just a second. I'm in the library. So I'm just going to dip out real quick so I can talk a little bit louder.
We can turn you up, Dan. You don't need to move.
Oh, no, I don't want to disturb the people around. Just give me a second.
Yeah. You got that.
All right.
All right.
I think we're good. Cool. So, long-time caller.
Yeah.
You guys know, long-time caller. Long-time listener.
Third time caller.
Third time caller. There you go. Hey, Melissa. Yeah, so I'm just responding to that repulsive taunt from the previous caller about the Browns jerseys.
I I think they're beautiful.
Okay, well, thank you, because I don't know if I could still listen to you guys,
No,
bashing our Browns like that.
but the Vikings jerseys, have you seen those?
Yeah, that's talk about some real poop on a jersey, right?
Yeah, the Browns definitely don't look like it. What do you think about Adrian Peterson if he signs with the Browns? This is,
to be honest, I don't think he's good enough for the Browns.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
They got high standards.
Yeah, we have high standards.
With Brian Hoyer, Johnny
Brian
Football.
Hoyer no longer on the team because he too wasn't good enough.
Okay.
But, I don't know. Him and Johnny Manziel would make a pretty potent backfield there with both of their histories. But, I don't know. What do you guys think?
Personally, I don't think he's worth the money, Adrian Peterson. I think he's getting old. He's asking too much. He's trash.
I'd give him a 10-day contract, maybe.
Maybe throw him on the practice squad.
I don't know if I'd go that far, to be honest. But yeah, maybe 10-day contract money. I don't know if I'm feeling it.
Try it out.
But I just want to say, guys, that you're really enjoy listening, guys. You guys have been a great study break. Just put off all my work for the past hour. Just been zoning in on BT Sports. Listening to you guys do your thing.
We're glad we could be of service or be of, a distraction for you, aren't we, Bobby?
Yeah,
We sure are.
yeah. So I don't know. What do you guys think about the new dorm being built behind Hughes?
I wish I could have lived in it, but I don't know if you're aware. This is BT Sports. We have to talk about sports here.
I was just looking out on the quad here at Pius, and I was trying to think of a question to ask, and I saw Grease at Beck Hall, and I just thought of the dorm building. Stupid me. I know it wasn't a sports question.
Well, maybe we can get together.
Hey, here's some news. I got some news. You guys want to hear some sports news?
Sports news?
Yeah.
Give us some sports news. That'd be awesome.
You guys are familiar with Jason Tatum visiting today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to mention that. It wasn't on our prep sheet. I was going to bring it up if we had some time.
Yeah. So I think now is best time as ever, right?
We still have some stories, and we have some stories, and we have some callers that are calling in. We're gonna have to let you go, okay?
Oh, okay. Well, just want to say, love listening to you guys.
Yeah, for
Keep
sure.
up the great work. I'll listen to you guys next week, and then probably stream you guys, on YouTube for the rest of the summer.
We love it. Thank you for the support,
yeah.
and we'll touch on Jason Tatum for you. Thank you. Have a great night.
You guys take care. I love you.
Bye. Hello? All right, we are trying to work it out here.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how to use the call waiting feature. I still have not figured it out. Okay, yeah, Jason Tatum. We'll go ahead and bring up Jason Tatum now. No, he won't.
Yeah, well, you'll take this one?
Yes, I'll take it.
All right.
BT Sports, it's Bobby. Okay, I cannot hear you on the other end. I'm turning you up. I cannot hear you. Okay, try again.
Bobby, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, so as you know, being a sports aficionado, that Johnny Manziel recently got out of rehab. Do you think being on the Browns made him use more?
I don't necessarily think so.
Because I mean, they're just like stereotypically they're the worst team in the NFL. And when you enter the draft, you're hoping that you get picked up by a big team or traded. But when you get stuck with the Browns, I mean, you can understand why he might be using.
I don't know.
I know it's a tough question. I wonder.
Yeah, you wanted our opinion on it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what.
I know you guys are busy tonight, so if you don't got a solid answer, I'll let you guys go and hit up some other callers.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
All right.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, it's really yeah. I was okay. Jason Tatum. We're going to talk about Jason
Yeah,
Tatum.
for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Number 1 recruit in the country, and he came to visit.
Yeah, from the area.
Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. He'd stay home if he came here.
That'd be awesome.
Let's hope he does.
So we could use that.
I'll tell you what. You take it, Timmy.
All right. Howdy, this is Tim Shakur at BT Sports. What can I do for you?
Okay, that was a crank call there.
Yeah, I don't really know. Couldn't even make that out. But
No, we really couldn't. I mean, we try everything around here to flipping all our knobs and flipping our switches, dialing
Try
our
to get it.
knobs.
try to get it to work.
Yeah, but it couldn't happen. Yeah, Tatum, though, that'd be pretty cool if he ended up staying here.
Yeah, for sure. Number 1 recruit. It goes to Chaminade right now. Junior.
Chaminade, yeah.
SLU could definitely benefit from some talent like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be surprised if he comes here. He's looking Duke.
Yeah,
UK,
one of those schools that's the big
Kansas,
basketball
maybe,
school.
SLU. So he's probably just keeping it in the running to appease the locals. But I wouldn't go to SLU if I could play basketball at University of Kentucky. I'm there in a
Or
heartbeat.
if you could play at Dayton.
If I could play at Dayton, I'd be at Dayton in a heartbeat. And then 1 year there, and then I'm off to the Lakers to make millions.
Yeah.
That's
your
future,
that's your
Timmy.
dream job. Yeah.
That'll be me next year. I'll be gone next year at the making millions in the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny. We got 2 fans that are staying outside the studios right now, and it's funny to watch them here at 7 seconds later.
Yeah, they're not even gonna recognize that until when now.
Da, 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 da.
There we go.
Right there,
yep.
The 7-second delay.
Yeah, so what we got some more stories. Now it's all kind of bunched together.
Yeah, it really is. We're squeezing everything in here. Yeah, the biggest story I'd like to go over is on the topic of Steve Burns. Back to Steve Burns.
Yeah.
Race Day preview, the preview show that NASCAR has. They paid some tribute to Steve Burns in a video. It was really I haven't had a chance to watch the video, but it's really touching to see it. NASCAR has not become too corporate.
Yeah.
And they've really they really still do care about everything.
No, that is cool. That's something. I mean, he was just an announcer for NASCAR for years.
Oh yeah, he'd been a pit reporter for Fox forever.
And
for as long as I've watched NASCAR, he's been in the pit box for Fox.
And even a lot of racers, came out. I mean, probably most racers came out.
Oh,
and
most
said something
most
about
racers
it.
know him too.
Yeah. Because like we said earlier, it really is a tragedy for his family, the NASCAR family, for friends of him, as is anything of this gravity.
Oh, definitely. It's very tragic. And it's something, that Relay, ever since doing Relay for Life, it kind of,
Yeah.
makes you appreciate what you have.
Gives it like it really coming right after Relay was
Yeah, no, that was kind of,
sure for someone that cares a lot about both topics. It was probably pretty.
Yeah,
A pretty nice.
Like I said, it touched a nerve.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely did. We're gonna go ahead and stick with the NASCAR race, and I think that's gonna end up being our final story of the night. To me, don't you think?
We haven't really talked much about the NASCAR.
Yeah, and we got about 60 seconds left. So.
Oh wow! Yeah, it's really come down.
So yeah, Kenseth finished in epic fashion, which of course I didn't get to watch the race again because I had chemistry homework.
Yeah.
To
That's
do.
Never fun.
No, so I didn't get a chance to watch the race, but I heard it was really interesting. Actually, the race was supposed to be in the afternoon. It was rain delayed for I think about 8 hours.
Yeah.
They had to clear the track out, and then they raced under the lights at Bristol instead.
That'd have been cool.
Usually they have a night race later in the season normally.
Really?
Yeah, so it was kind of cool to see dual night races this year.
At Bristol?
Uh-huh.
They normally do?
Yeah, in Bristol they do have a night race later on in the season.
Huh.
There's a reason why they call Bristol a paperclip because it is so small. I kid you not. It is.
Just
It's the shortest track on the circuit.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
It's just a little over half a mile long. It's really
And
they call that's my bad. They call Martinsville a paperclip. What am I thinking? Bristol's the smallest, so it's kind of a coliseum.
Yeah.
The way the track's set up.
511 laps. Kenseth started first.
The reason it says it's supposed to be 500, it's 511 because of green white checkers.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
They did.
Right
I
here.
think they did 2 green white checkers.
500.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he led 47 laps, but
Yeah,
he
and
started in
Kansas
first
did
and-
manage to win it, and my boy Jimmy Johnson got second
which puts him in fourth for the cup for the race
for
right
the race
now.
right now. So he's still in contention for the chase. And
Yeah,
it'll be cool to see it happen.
But,
you know, to me,
probably
it's that time. It's time to end the show.
yeah.
And I will tell you, you listeners, you want to listen in next week on BT Sports. It will be our final edition of the spring semester,
Yeah.
and
Won't
you
wanna
will
miss
not
it.
want to miss this special edition. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be legend. I hope you're not allergic to lactose intolerant, because that next word is dairy.
And before we go, one last final news: Cardinals win 75 on the Nationals.
Yes, win for those Cardinals. With that, this is Bobby Stillwell,
This is Tim Shagru.
and we are BT Sports. See you next week.
Adios.